Welcome to watch this training. This is the fourth part. In this part, I will introduce the common commands and uncommon commands for editing surfaces in ZW3D. The first command is enlarge face. This command is used to delete the inner rings and outer rings, which restores the selected face to the original surface. The extension option needs to be explained. There have four types in this option. The linear means the extended face is tangent to the original face, and the extended trajectory is a straight line. This option is commonly used. The round means the curvature of the extended face is the same as the original face. The extended face will be a torus. The reflect means extending the surface in the opposite direction of curvature. And in the extreme, the extended face will resemble a mirror image or a 180 degrees rotation around the starting edge. The curvature diminishing means the curvature at the beginning is unchanged, but the subsequent extension trajectory will gradually become a straight line. Okay, let's move on ZW3D to show more detail to you. This is a surface. There has a hole in this surface and the edge is not completed. When I use the enlarge face command, the inner ring and outer ring are deleted. The surface will be restored. You can base on this restored surface to extend the distance of the surface. You can extend the direction with different values one by one. You can also extend the direction with the same value after you check the option of apply to all. Okay, when I confirm it, there will have two surfaces. The original surface and the enlarged surface. If I don't need the original surface, I can uncheck this option, keep the original face. After unchecked it, there is only have one surface. Next, let's roll back and then execute the enlarge face command. I would explain the extension option. There have four types of this option. First is the linear. When I select this option and extend the surface, maybe you don't find any difference. Let me turn on the zebra stripes. You can see the extended face is tangent to the face, and the extended trajectory is a straight line. This is commonly used. Next, it's circular. The curvature of the extended face is the same as the curvature of the face, and the extended face ends up being a torus. Next, it's reflect. Extends in the opposite direction of curvature, and in the extreme, the extended face will resemble a mirror image or a 180 degrees rotation around the starting edge. The final is curvature diminishing. The curvature at the beginning is unchanged, and the subsequent extension trajectory will gradually become a straight line. The next command is extend. There have two commands in it. They are the extend face and the extend shape respectively. But both of these commands are similar to the enlarge face command. So some options are the same as the enlarge face command. Just some options need to be introduced, such as the edge extension. There have two options in it. Tangent means the edges of the extended surface are in a line. The orthogonal means the edges of the extended surface are perpendicular. The next command is offset. It is used frequently in daily design. It can offset a face at a specific distance. It can also do some non-parametric offsets. We support selecting multiple surfaces to offset at one time. Okay, let's move on ZW3D to show more detail to you. I used the same surface to introduce the extend face command. It is similar to the enlarge face command. It is more frequently used than enlarge command. We can select the surface and then select the edge to extend. If there has another edge that needs to extend, you can click this icon to confirm the previous selection. And then select another edge to extend. The next command is extend shape. There have two types of this command. The first is extend open shape. Some options are similar to the extend face. Just one option that needs to mention is the edge extension. There have two types of this option: orthogonal and tangent. Orthogonal means the extended edge is orthogonal with the connected line. Tangent means the extended edge is tangent with the edge. There is also an option, method. We usually use the none in this option. When I select the direct edit, you also need to select the face to which you need to extend. For example, select the XY plane. Confirm it to check. The surface is extended to the plane. Next, it's extended general shape. It can extend the face from the solid. So we can't use the surface as an example. We need to create a block. And then use this command. Select the face from solid and select the edge to extend. This command just creates the surface. When I blank the solid, only the surface exists. The offset command is frequently used in daily design as well. This command not only can offset the solid face, but also can offset the surface. It can also offset the variable surface with more control points. Okay, next, I will introduce the very important commands. We will use them to the normal design frequently. The first is a series of split commands, which includes the two commands, split with curve and split with face. The more specific usage I will show you later on ZW3D. The next is a series of trim commands. It includes the trim to curves, trim to face, and cross trim. The trim to curves and trim to face are both similar to the split command. So I only introduce the difference in these two trim commands. The cross trim is a very useful command. It supports mixed trim and surface trim. Okay, let's move on ZW3D to show more detail to you. First, I create a surface as an example. Create a sketch and then create a rectangle. Use the trimmed plane command to create the plane. Next, create a line. Actually, the split line can be a straight line or a curve. Click the Split with Curves command. Select the face and the curves. Next, introduce the projection option. There have four types of this option. The first one is in place. It is suitable for the curve and the plane. The second one is face normal. I will show it later. Now, let's select the in place option and confirm it. The surface will be split into two surfaces. But you can see, there is only one surface. Because these two surfaces are sewing. We need to check this option to divide the surface into two surfaces. Next, I introduce the next type in the projection option. I need to move the surface to the other place, hiding this rectangle for a good looking. Select the face and curve, and the projection selects the direction. In this time, you also need to select the projected direction. Select the x-axis and then confirm it. The surface will be split. Copy the rectangle surface to introduce the bidirection option. After operating, these two surfaces will be split. If the curve is not across the surface, at this time, you need to check the Extend Curves to the Boundary option. If you check, you will get two surfaces. If you uncheck, the effect will be like this. I hide the line to make the effect clearer. So we usually check this option whether the curve has crossed the surface. Next, I will use this surface to introduce the face normal option. I select the surface and curve. The projection is selected the face normal option. The result will be like this. The face normal option means the curves are projected normal to the faces being trimmed. Now, I introduce the split with the face command. This command is similar to the split with line command. Just select the surface and split face and then confirm. The surface will be split. The only difference is you can uncheck the Keep Splitting Faces option to blank the splitting faces like this. Next, it's a series of commands of trim. There have the trim to curves and trim to faces. These two commands are similar to split commands. The only different option is that you need to select the option about the face to remove or face to keep and then select the side. Such as I choose the face to keep and select this side. The selected surface will be kept. If I select the faces to remove and select the same side, the selected face will be removed. After introducing the trim to the curve, I delete the feature and extrude the curve as a surface. Trim to face is different from the trim to curve. It will have a default direction, and change the direction by this option. Different directions have different results. You can, according to the requirement, change the direction. Short the line to make the surface doesn't across the surface. When the trimming surface is not across the face, you need to check the Extend Trimming Faces. Otherwise, the command will fail. So this option needs to check whether the trimming surface is cross or not. If you want to keep the trimming surface, you can check this option to keep the trimming surface. Okay, next, let me draw another line. There have three entities here, two surfaces and a line. If you want to do a mixed trim by them, you can use the cross trim command. There have two types in this command. First type is mixed trim. Select all the entities and there have the options same as the trim to curve that you need to select. And then select the regions. Such as I select the faces to remove, and selected the regions that will be removed. Selecting the face to keep will get the opposite result. The second type is surface trim. Select the surfaces and then adjust the direction to keep what you want. Next, I will introduce a pair of opposite commands. They are sew and explode respectively. The sew command is very frequently used in the daily design. The basis for judging whether a surface is sewed is the surfaces have the blue construction lines. If have, it means the surfaces are not sewn. If the surfaces have gaps that exceed the tolerance, we can check this option to force the surfaces sew together. The explode command is to explode the solid to many surfaces. The final common command is emboss command. The picture can map in the model. And it is a real deformation that can be processed in the CAM module. The high contrast picture can get a good effect. About the resolution option. It is the resolution of the effect. The smaller the value of resolution, the effect is better, but it longer to display. Okay, let's move on ZW3D to show more detail to you. The sew command is very frequently used to sew two or more curves on one surface. An explode will explode the sew surface as unsew type. I use this block as an example. This is solid. When I explode it, this block will become 6 surfaces. When I sew them, they will be on one surface. And because this surface is closed, it will be solid. Next is the emboss command. I used this chair from the demo material as an example to show you. First, activate the chair back and then click the command. Select the picture and the embossed face. The offset is the effect of the picture embossing. I set a positive value. The width means the size of the picture. The origin and the rotate is confirmed the location. Let's check it after I confirm it. You can see, the picture will appear in the chair back and it is extruded. When I set the negative value, you can see the effect is concave. This command is not a picture effect, it is a deformation that can be manufactured for the CAM module. Okay, all of these are common commands. Okay, this is all the content of this video. Thanks for your watching.